Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Beyond Supernatural. I'm Michelle, and here with me is Jennifer.
Hey, it's been a while.
I know. And we have a special guest, and her name is Ashley. What's up, Ash?
everyone? How you doing?
And what we're going to talk about tonight is this is a very special Beyond SBN. We are going to be talking about DCCon and a topic of conversation that's been happening in the fandom a lot lately, bullying. But I want to hear about DCCon. How was DCCon, Jennifer?
Amazing. That's all I can say. Best con ever. Well, I say that about all of them, so you know.
This con
was awesome.
It was pretty special.
Yeah, and hanging out with Ashley was just awesome. We hung out all weekend, right? Life of the party, yes.
Yeah.
And she was my bodyguard during karaoke again. That was fun.
Oh, bodyguard, do tell about the bodyguard thing. What's up with that?
I'm everybody's bodyguard. It wasn't the first time I've been Jennifer's bodyguard either.
Well, I love it. Ashley is drinking an alcoholic beverage.
Well, I mean.
We at Beyond Supernatural, we swear, and we also condone alcoholic beverages. Okay?
I need one. Pass it through.
I know.
I would if I could. Actually, I'm gonna.
So Ashley, should we tell Michelle about karaoke and stuff?
What about karaoke? I mean,
I don't know. Just how fun it was.
It was amazeballs.
Yep.
That's right. I said amazeballs.
So what? I mean, I'm a convert. I'm gonna be a convert. I'm a conversion. So I go to JaxCon in January. So you guys, I don't know what's going on with the con. So fill me in.
I'm gonna give you a trade secret.
Okay.
I have been to 4 in under a year. I will be going to my 5th next month. I'm going to MinCon.
I figured you would. Because you were talking about doing this.
And so the trick for karaoke. Now, I would imagine you want
Other people watching
a good spot. Yeah, we're live. I mean, I got to. Anyway, so the best thing to do is line up early. Not too early, but line up early for karaoke. I mean, I want to say
7 o'clock.
The earlier you can do it, the better. I mean, you don't want to get too ahead of yourself, but
I'm gonna kill this bitch.
Do it early. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm not alone. I have 2 guests over, and they're making it difficult.
Yes, for the record, yeah, she does, everybody. We've met.
So yeah, karaoke. I want to say as long as you're within the first 7 rows, you're good. Karaoke is unbelievable. I have been front row every single convention that I've been to.
I'm gonna kill this bitch and I'm gonna bury her in the ground.
And bye, sassy pants. I have been.
We're traveling.
I'm sorry. This is actually my very first podcast. I've never done a podcast before, so.
You're doing fine.
I'm trying to figure the fuck. I forgot my alcohol. But yeah, I mean, don't line up too early, but line up early. I mean, obviously, you don't want to miss anything. So if you're gonna line up for karaoke, watch all the panels, go upstairs, eat, get into your costumes if you're into dressing up, and then take a small nap, because karaoke runs late.
Oh, how late?
I'm going to say in Chicago, it almost went to 2 o'clock.
Oh my God! When does it start?
10.
10?
Doors open at 10.
10. I forgot.
Wow.
And I was really drunk Friday, by the way. That was fun.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
I had an apple martini, and that was not my first time being drunk at karaoke, but
I love you, Jen, and I'm totally going to blow your spot up right now, and I'm throwing you under the bus. I'm sorry. But
I only had one.
You didn't even finish it.
I know. That's the sad part. But it was really strong, and I don't drink. And also remember, I didn't eat anything either. So.
That's not good.
That's what was really bad, was the fact that I didn't eat anything.
I had some Patron. I had. What else did I have?
Jello shots? Or no, that was Saturday.
I missed the Jello shots. I was telling people that they should do them off my belly button, but
I wouldn't do it.
no. You snooze, you lose.
Yeah.
All right. So convergence. We've never been to a single one. What other pointers can we give you? If you can, try not to buy food from the convention or the hotel, because they're just gonna rape you on prices.
Oh yeah.
If there's a store nearby that you can buy non-perishable groceries that'll last the weekend, that is your best bet. Even if it's like crap. I mean, just something that you can like I want to say, not this past convention, but the convention before, I lived off canned SpaghettiOs and granola bars.
Oh.
Peanut butter jelly right here.
Yeah, but the problem with the jelly is the jelly, you have to refrigerate it.
Uh-huh.
And we didn't refrigerate it.
I mostly have peanut butter sandwiches, though.
We could have just stuck with Fluffernutters. I don't know if anybody.
Ooh, Fluffernutters.
Yeah, we should talk about con food. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Let's talk con food.
Let's just talk food, period. You know what? I gotta get the alcohol.
Exactly. I was gonna say, I don't think you want me involved in that conversation either.
Peanut butter jelly's good, well, some hotels have refrigerators though. We had a refrigerator in DC last year, I guess. But we paid extra for it, so you know. So I had peanut butter jelly. We had yogurt, granola bars, whatever. Misha had helpers handing out food in line while we were waiting, and I was like, oh my gosh, thank you, Random Acts and Misha, and he left the sweetest note with it and stuff, and it was.
Aww.
You got one of those, right, Ashley?
Yeah, you know what?
Did we lose her?
I don't know.
You there, Ashley?
No, what?
You were breaking up.
Yeah, you were breaking up.
Damn it. Son of a bitch.
That was a good Dean Winchester right there.
You told me I could swear.
No, she can. That's funny.
Yeah, we were just laughing at you.
We're laughing at you. Can.
I'm with you, not at you.
You can put your feet on my lap.
Anyway, what else?
She's traveling with the wine. She's got her wine back. Life is good.
I think she was trying to go outside, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess on a more not necessarily serious level, we talked about food. Food is always good. I told them non-perishables.
Make sure to eat.
Make sure you eat. I mean, you'll find lots of water. Make sure you hydrate. Hydration is very important. And I would even recommend picking up Dayquil and NyQuil
For con crud.
to take while there, because it will help prevent. Like, that's what I did this past weekend. I took it while I was there, and I did not get con crud.
Yeah. I was gonna say I keep hearing about con crud. Yeah, Dayquil and NyQuil. I'm bringing it.
Dayquil and NyQuil.
I'll try that next time.
Don't actually. You know what? I really honestly wouldn't even bring NyQuil. I would just bring Dayquil, because if you take NyQuil, the days start so early in the morning. Sometimes you'll
be dead.
You'll
be like
right through.
Saturday was pretty early after karaoke, wasn't it? We skipped the first panel though.
Yeah, we did.
We totally skipped Tomo. Oops.
This was the first convention. Well, actually, no. I went to Tomo's.
Oh, I was eating or something. I felt bad. I didn't mean to.
I just before we went on air, I had just finished watching them. They're all on video now, and I was looking at Tomo's.
I wanted to eat. I was like, I have to eat because Saturday was so busy, and that was like breakfast was almost the only time I had time to eat Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Always too ice.
So what else happened?
Well, we could tell the bodyguard story.
Oh yeah, from New Jersey Con?
And this
or from this one?
Both.
Okay, you tell.
Why do I have to tell it? I'll tell New Jersey. You tell DC.
Okay, what we wanted to start with, bodyguard from New Jersey first, or bodyguard from DC?
You tell us. Which one do you want to hear first?
DC.
All right, Jennifer, that's you. I'll tell the New Jersey.
You mean about me being up front and stuff, or the one with that one girl?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know which one you want.
Just talk, Jennifer.
Okay then. So karaoke was awesome. There was a group of people that were. Hey guys, by the way, like if you see people waiting in line for karaoke, don't try to get in front of them. Don't complain that they're waiting in line early because
I will kill you.
Says whomever that was.
Because like
Sylvia, con cutters go to hell.
Oh.
So like seriously, like people start waiting in line at like in Houston they started at like 4 o'clock or something, and so like so people try to sometimes cut in front of people for karaoke, and they're like, oh, they shouldn't be in line already. It's not fair. We're still in autographs, and we're like, you know, we had nothing to do, so we're waiting in line, you know. And we bring Cards Against Humanity and play that and stuff, and eat food. So some people were trying to cut in front, you know, but that's whatever. But anyways, the volunteers usually take care of it because the volunteers are like, hey, this is where the line's starting, and nobody argue with it.
You want to get to know. You can't miss her because she sticks out like a sore thumb in a suit this color. Her name is Connie. She is the sweetest woman on the face of the earth. She's one of my very good friends.
She's awesome.
She will take care of you if you're not one. There's a good con-goer list, and there's a bad con-goer list.
Oh.
As long as you are on the good con-goer list, you'll be taken care of.
In other words, don't push people, don't, you know, no bullying, no pushing, no shoving, no whatever.
Just got pushed.
Well, that doesn't count. But yeah, they see the ones that are not, you know, and the volunteers are awesome, and they will help you. Like, I got up to the front, and Ashley and I got separated because people were starting to run, and they're like, don't run, but people were running. But anyway, so we got separated, and so I was in the front of karaoke, and I was having a blast. It was awesome. And the only thing that bugged me a little bit was when people were putting their cell phones in front of my face going, take a selfie with me, Richard, or whatever. And I was like, will you not put your arm in my face? Come on. I'm only 5 foot. So, like, people were, like, elbowing me and shoving me out of the way. And so finally I just left because I was like, huh?
I said you're pocket-sized.
Yeah, so I finally like got out of there because I was like I was drunk and that wasn't helping either. But but overall, it was really fun being up there for a while. And my friends tried saving me the spot where I was when I went to go take the picture, but I couldn't get back up there. So so they let me sit down. Like they asked. One of the volunteers asked where I was standing, and I told her, I said, but I was being pushed and shoved and stuff. So she actually let me sit down in the handicap section because I was not feeling good at that time because I was drunk. I was, So anyway, but karaoke was a blast. It was so much fun. I don't really get up on stage and sing unless I'm called with a group or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I just enjoy listening to everybody, Like, it's just so much fun hearing all the songs and singing Carry On My Wayward Sons and everything. And,
Aww.
it's
That's
so
amazing.
awesome.
I'm
Yeah,
looking forward to that. I like karaoke, so.
It's really cool. I could just go without the pushing and shoving, but but karaoke's my favorite part of the convention. It really is. Right, Ashley?
I would say that people are, well, in my case anyway, I want to say that my friends here, Stephanie and Sylvia, can agree with me on this one, that you are equally as excited about karaoke as you are the entire convention. More so, Sylvia says from the bathroom.
Sylvia. We were roomies in D.C.
Sorry.
So.
No, go ahead.
Nice.
These are Stephanie and Sylvia are my gish mates.
Nice. We're going to talk about gift wishes because that starts tomorrow, y'all.
Oh my God, I'm not ready for this.
9 a.m. East Coast. 9 a.m.
Isn't it really 9 a.m.?
Yep, 9 a.m. So myself and Sylvia are team captains of Team McWhinnie's. So if you are not participating in Gishwas this year, please cheer us on. We have a wonderful man by the name of Gil McKinney who is on our team this year, and William Shatner continuously tries to start shit with us.
It's hilarious.
And you gotta love him, you gotta love him. But it's gonna be this is my very first year doing Gishwas, and I'm super excited.
I'm a Gishwas vet.
Have you done it, Michelle? Have you done it?
I have not, but I plan on it next year, for sure. I was even telling Jen, I'm like, I'm so doing this next year.
Yeah.
It's that whole thing. Even my mother was even telling me, she's like, Michelle, how come you didn't register? And I said, I didn't even know my mother knew about Gish Wish. She's like, I was on TV. She goes, Michelle, how come you didn't register? I'm like, I don't know. She goes, you better be doing that next year. I'm like, I am. Good Lord. Now I got my 70-something-year-old mother like egging me on to do Gish Wish.
Fantastic. You should listen to her. It's awesome.
I know. No, I plan on it. I want to do it. So for sure. I think I guess I found out about everything like too late. And who knows? I just said, no, I'm just going to watch everybody this time out and see what everybody's doing. And I'm for sure doing it next year. For sure doing it.
I can give you the ins of it. I've been doing it since the first, I want to say, not the very first one. There was a first one before the first one, if that makes sense. And it wasn't really that big when it first started. So the very first one where it was big, that's the one I did. Because I didn't even know Misha was doing that. And I think that was during, God, how long ago was that? I don't know. It was during season 5, maybe? Was it that long?
I remember hearing about it during season 5 or after that or something, because that's when I started watching the show.
Yeah, and so I did the very first one, and that was the year I was having a really tough year that year with family drama, work drama, and whatever. I hated my job and stuff. Now I'm in a job I love, but anyways.
That's what it is.
So that's when that Gishwas totally changed my life around, and I think I told that to Misha in a letter one time because I don't like to tell too many stories during cons because it's hard, But also, I would rather do it during a letter or something. So I told him in a letter one time, and I think I told you guys the Serpessant story before on the show. So that's how Misha knows me, is from Gishwas and spilling Serpessants on me at the convention. But and so I got to show you some of my photo ops because one of them I had Misha pretend to spill Serpessants on me, and then Mark was protecting me. It was great. And I felt bad because I think Misha still felt bad about that, and I'm like, don't feel bad, Misha. It was really the highlight of my con, and I was like, I wanted to tell him that again, but anyway, it was so funny. And I wanted to show him that I got the stain out of the shirt too. So,
Oh.
yeah. But he remembered, and it was funny. And Gift Wiz is just awesome. You guys, Ashley, you're gonna love it tomorrow. Really, I'm hoping they have something having to do with the water park. I'm going to a water park all day tomorrow. So.
What are some of the things that? What are some of the things like they've had you guys do? I'm just kind of curious.
Okay, so let's see. The first one of the funniest ones was to be on an iPhone while surfing. So what I did, and this is a story I told Misha about actually in his meet and greet once, before the prices skyrocketed. Anyways, so I did his meet and greet one time, and so one of the items was to talk on an iPhone while surfing. So I was trying to I was on a beach and this guy had a surfboard, and I went to go on the surfboard, and basically what happened was the photo wasn't great because I wasn't actually in the water, so I was trying to make it look like it. But it's stuff like that, and then one of them's and then I stepped in a pile of ants getting off the surfboard, and that was a whole other thing. Fire ants, and then my foot was itching for a week. But stuff happens that's just really funny, and I told Misha about that, and I was laughing. I'm like, hey, it's for the scavenger hunt. So there's skydiving on it one year to get somebody to skydive holding up a Gishwa sign. Somebody actually had to write out in to do write out in skywriting the word Gishwez. So stuff like that. Some things are ridiculously hard, other things are easy. So what do you think, Ashley? Have you ever helped anybody before?
Nah, this is my first year doing anything related to Gishwas. Can I? Yes, I am a Gish version. I just want to touch base back to conventions real quick. Just
sure.
Michelle, I want to just give you a heads up. When you're going to JaxCon, you said?
Yes.
I'm gonna be there. My friend Stephanie is gonna be there. I'm gonna try.
Then come, Stephanie. Then come.
Hold on. I'll let y'all say hi to her. This is Stephanie.
Hello, Stephanie. Join us in JaxCon.
Oh God, I don't know what I just did. Oh, there we go.
No, you're fine. We can see you.
Okay, so one of the things I highly recommend doing. Are you going to be doing any autographs or photo ops?
Yes.
Okay, I'll turn it this way so you don't see my thing. This right here. This is a binder. It has all my photo ops. It has all my autographs in it. Oh, that's a bad picture of myself.
Oh, look at Kim.
It's got all my autographs and everything in it. This is something I highly recommend you do. Not just so people can be like, oh, let me see your whatever, but it protects your pictures, especially. I'll just take this one out just so I can show you. I'm careful not to.
That's a good idea, to be honest.
They sell protective sleeves at the conventions.
Okay.
Now, for not necessarily your favorite actors, I tend to only usually put my photo ops of Gil and
Travis.
I have one of Travis in a sleeve. Here. I don't want to knock my wine over.
Yeah, maybe they're watching tonight.
Thank you.
That's okay.
So it's good because it keeps them all in one place. It keeps them safe. It keeps them together. And
I like that. Seriously, I literally was like.
It's a great idea. It works for me. I actually now have to start a new binder. This one is full, and I have to retire it, sadly. Look, you know what? Cool. I can't put any more in here.
You have a whole bunch of empty ones.
I know. I'll take those out and put them in. Listen, you know what? I'm on a podcast right now. Don't fucking start with me.
Okay. Stephanie, do you have one of those things too? Stephanie, do you have a binder?
I have mine. I've only been to one con, but I have mine on my wall at my house.
Now, I would like to tell the New Jersey, well, not the New Jersey. Well, this is great. This is great because we will be able to, I want to say, go right from this story right into the bullying.
New Jersey?
Yes. I don't know if that was something you wanted to do this early, or if that's something you wanted to start save till the
Nope.
end?
We can do it whenever.
Okay, so basically New Jersey. God, that is one sexy man.
Oh my God, Ashley, concentrate.
Who is that? Is it Gil?
I am sorry.
Oh, he is. I'm so. See, this is why you have to come to JaxCon. You know, he's coming to JaxCon, you know.
I'm
No.
gonna see him.
I'm gonna see him. Him and I are buds, man. Gosh.
Listen, don't. All right, he's as much your bud as he is mine.
That's
Oh
fucking
my Lord.
bogus.
Oh, Lord.
That's bogus. You just concentrate on your podcast. Don't be making lies.
Oh, my goodness. Fighting over McKinney. Fighting over McKinney.
We're not fighting over McKinney. She's just difficult to deal with, Stephanie. She's difficult. And I get to spend two weeks with her.
And I'm taking the drawing with me.
Sit your ass down and finish my damn drawing.
No.
All right. The New Jersey story.
You lost him now.
My New Jersey was actually my very first convention. I met Jennifer in New Jersey, one of my greatest friends. I have to say, I absolutely adore Jennifer.
Aw, I adore you too, Ashley.
Aww.
She's a pocket-sized sweetheart, and I love her.
I'm like you right now.
I do. You blush wicked easy, and I love it.
I'm right now.
Aww.
Hey Jennifer, nice chest.
Oh. What?
I'm blushing hardcore right now.
that's a yeah, that's I'll tell you after. That's a long story.
It's an inside joke. Anyway, all right, back to the story. So, the first day.
Was it Sylvia?
What happened? Oh, she'll be back.
Ashley, you want me to tell it?
What was that?
No, I got it. I'm back. We're good. It was our neighbors being distracted.
Ashley keeps disappearing.
I never disappoint.
No, I said disappear.
And
Disappeared.
I'm amusing in several.
I said disappear, not disappoint.
Whatever. Either way, I disappear and I never disappoint. Anyway, so that's the story. So New Jersey, the first day was pretty awesome. I mean, everybody was on stage that was supposed to be on stage, and then we all got in line for karaoke. And I am not really I don't like to dress up. It's not my thing. So I decided that I was gonna go in somewhat regular clothes. I found an old pair of jeans that I'd had since high school that I surprisingly still fit in, and I ripped up the knees and I acid washed them to make them 80s-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And I went out and I bought like a Pink Floyd tank top, and I had my leather jacket, and I had these big glow-in-the-dark lightning bolt earrings that I wore, and it just kind of brought the whole look together, and I mean I feel like it fit. So I was sitting in line. Did you just hear the way I said line? So I'm sitting in line, and then I see this girl that's dressed up as one of the Blues Brothers, and I'm like, oh man, I gotta go talk to this girl. So I went over and I started talking to her, and I stole Jennifer's hat. I'm pretty sure those pictures, if they're all not on Instagram, they're all on Facebook. So if you can add me on Facebook and check them out.
Or me.
And yeah, so that's how I met Jennifer. And then I want to say, Jennifer and I started talking. We talked quite a bit, and then they were getting ready to open the doors, and a whole bunch of people. So we were lined up right in front of the doors where you're supposed to line up for karaoke,
Mm-hmm.
and then a whole bunch of other people started lining up on the other side of the door, and we were like, whoa, no, not happening. That's not the line. The line is here behind these like thousands of other people that are in line, hundreds, not thousands. And she, this woman was kind of starting stuff, but not really. And then finally, someone went and they told Valerie or Val about
That
it.
was me, by the way.
Oh, all right. Jennifer went and told someone about it because all these people were gonna cut in front of this whole line, and they took that entire group of people and brought them to the back of the line, and on their way by, this one woman. When I say she was like the lowest of low, the loudest mouth, the biggest bitch. I mean,
Wow.
Yeah.
and she turned around and was like, motherfuckers ratting people out. I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna
I was like,
whatever to you. And I'm like looking over at Jennifer, and Jennifer's kind of like scooting.
I was like
behind
this.
me. Jennifer's like scooting behind me, like, and I'm just like, no. And I said something, and I was like, excuse me? I'm like, you may be big and bad wherever you're from, but in the SPN family, we don't do that.
Yeah.
That's not what this is about.
Exactly.
I don't think she was part of the SPM family, though. I think she was somebody that just came to karaoke. I mean, because you know how they invite everybody? Like,
Oh, they do for karaoke?
Yeah, karaoke is a free for all.
Okay.
Anyway, so this big bitch thought she was all cool and shit, and she wasn't. She was a bully.
Ugh.
And if there's one thing that I've learned since Christmas, and that's over 7 months ago now, sensitive Mike. Yes, I can.
I didn't hear her.
I
I didn't hear her, so it's okay.
I didn't hear either.
So I'm sorry that I'm like spacing out too. It is it's
8:34.
not time wise. I'm talking about temperature. It's hot. All I can say is it's hot.
Yeah, the East Coast is hot, everybody.
Florida.
New York.
This kind of brings us to our next thing.
Are we ready for that now?
Yeah.
I have a bit that I would like to say. The SPN family is very important to me, and so is a lot of people in it. I mean, there are people that I haven't even met who, I don't want to say, I mean, taking a bullet for is not necessarily an exaggeration, but I believe that I'm a healer, not someone that inflicts pain on people. And if I say or do something that hurts someone, I do whatever it is I can to make it better, because I don't like that. I typically do my best to not do that. And I have had a little bit of trouble these last couple months. I became friends with a couple people, and I don't know if people are just jealous or I just honestly, I don't know. I don't know if it's Gishwiz related, because Gil's on my team. I've received a lot of hate because of that, and the SPN family, we're supposed to be above that. We constantly tweet about, or Facebook or Instagram or whatever social media, talk about how we're a family, we're supposed to be a family, and how family doesn't end with blood. And I have to say, the last few months, I haven't seen that in our family, and it's heartbreaking. And I mean, I've had people call me fake. I've had people tell me that nothing I do is sincere, and that I'm unreliable. And I'm just like, you don't know me. You don't know anything about me. And I try and let it roll off my back. And I want to say that a lot of that has to do with, I've recently started volunteering. And I'm a part of this organization that I I care very much about. I care about the people that founded. Thank you.
Funding is money.
Yeah, I care about the people that founded it. I care about the people who are touched by it. Just anything that has to do with it. And I've recruited people. I actually recruited Stephanie. I'm trying, but I put you in contact with people. I consider myself.
Yes,
as,
that's true. Yeah. Good memory.
Yes, my memory isn't fading like penguins. I am trying to put Sylvia. She wants to. I just don't know. She's very busy with school and everything. But the organization that I work with is called Attitudes in Reverse.
You work with them. They help me out as well.
I'm very glad to hear that. I'm telling you right now, anybody that has not been a part of this organization or who has not been helped by this organization, I'm telling you, reach out to them. You would be surprised at what this organization can do. And what's great about this organization too is it's non-profit. A lot of the stuff they do out of their own pocket. And that's hard to do. Now, I'm looking for people to help me. I'm in the Boston area, Boston, Massachusetts. I'm a masshole and proud of it. And I'm the only person that I know of in Massachusetts that is a volunteer for Attitudes in Reverse. And I have to say, I joined in January, and it has been 6 months of awesomeness. I will be in Minnesota at MinCon, and New Jersey, and there might be Denver. I was like, there might be one more. What's the other one I'm going to?
They'll also be at JacksonCon too.
Thank God.
I'm just saying that they'll be there.
Attitudes in Reverse will be at these conventions, yes.
Yeah.
I recommend they have a table in the vendor's room. I highly recommend going to check them out and seeing what you can do. They always have a board that you can sign where you can pledge. You know, I'm not even sure what the pledge was about. All I know is that I fucking signed it because I believe in Attitudes in Reverse, and I believe in what the organization is good for. And, I mean...
What do they do exactly? I'm sorry to ask. I just don't know much about them.
Stephanie, would you like to say a little bit about Attitudes in Reverse? I'm going to give you to Stephanie.
Sure.
God, I don't want to scare people.
Just...
No, you wouldn't scare people. Nice shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Look at that.
This is another thing. I don't know if it is still up on Represent.
I don't think so.
I don't think that it is. I was gonna order one of those.
For a limited time, there were these amazing. Can you stand up and model it for me? Okay, never mind. I'll just show.
Okay.
Just show them my.
This was a limited edition Attitudes in Reverse Supernatural T-shirt, and Stephanie is now going to tell you a little bit about Air.
How much am I getting paid? Okay.
You're my assistant. You do what I tell you when I tell you.
You're right. Attitudes in Reverse. Did you get one of? Never mind. They help. I know, right? I wish I had. Did you get his?
No. Go.
Sorry. I'm getting distracted. They help educate the youth of the world, I guess, about mental illnesses and fighting the stigma and suicide and suicide prevention. And
I don't know.
I'm getting stuff thrown at me. They they do. They have this section of their thing. Pause for minds. Is that what it is? But it's basically puppies, therapy dogs, helping people. This one's Mickey. That's like the head dog.
Every year in New Jersey, in May, they have Mickey walk. It's a walk with Mickey and friends or something like that.
Yeah.
It's in New Jersey, and it's amazing. I'm giving you back to Stephanie while I look through this folder real quick. All right, time.
Anyway, I'm just going to tell you about it. This year in May, her and I went to it. I lived in New Hampshire at the time, and we just drove down. Well, she drove down. I just slept, pretty much. And, you know, there was some wonderful people who talked about their mental illnesses or about, you know, things that could help people going through problems. Jen Jacobs, this woman here, talked about eating disorders and
Lyme disease.
and then Jesse Rubin was there, and he did actually like a whole performance, like a little tiny concert, and also did a song with Gil McKinney. Wonderful man that one is. Look him up.
You can go on my YouTube channel.
Or Attitudes in Reverse's YouTube channel. You know.
A Proctor02.
Shameless promotion.
I have a video there that I took of Gil and Jesse singing "You've Got a Friend."
Well, Gil's
nice.
Cool.
I would definitely check it out. It's moving. I cry every time I watch it.
And if you want to hear what any of them said, go to Attitudes in Reverse's YouTube channel and just scroll through and you'll find them. They have like all their little talking bits.
That's awesome.
I'm back.
Still, yeah.
Long story short, not that Attitudes in Reverse is, I mean, they definitely, they're more with suicide and depression, but they definitely know what they're doing, and they won't turn anyone away if you ever need to talk. And when I was in DC, I had the pleasure of actually talking with two people who were struggling with severe depression, and I was able to help them. And the feeling that gave me, no words. Bottom line is the SPN family, we're all supposed to be there for each other. This bullying shit, cyber or not, needs to stop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it needs to stop.
Yeah, I agree.
Michelle and I were dealing with something last week, right, Michelle?
Yes, we had an incident last week where there was...
I think I'm aware of the situation.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
I'm very aware of the situation, and
I think, you know, and I'm like Ashley. I am the type of person, and Jennifer and I have spoken about this too. I am the type of person that has to, if I'm doing something wrong, I have to probably, you know, figure out what am I doing wrong? What did I say? Did I do something or say something wrong, or did I say it in a way that was meant to offend? And if
Uh-oh. Am I losing you guys?
And there was an incident that happened out of the blue, and it made me sad because I thought, you know, I thought that the person, I knew the person a lot better than what had happened. I'm just at this point I'm just disappointed, you know, more than anything. I was really upset before, but now I'm just more or less just disappointed because I thought, you know, the person was not like they are, and I don't know if it was jealousy or insecurity or what have you. But the things that happened and were said were just, my mouth dropped open. And, you know, and then to bring Jennifer into it, into another person who I'm not going to name, was just craziness. I mean, the person, you know, was upset because I was talking with Travis Wade. ridiculous.
That's your job. You talk to celebrities. That's your job.
I'm a contributor, for the record, everybody. I'm a contributor. I'm one of the contributors for Talk Nerdy with Us. You know, so I talk to celebrities almost on a daily basis is what I do. In fact, I'm working on a story literally right now. I interviewed Travis Wednesday for a feature for a story that's going to be up on Talk Nerdy with Us, hopefully in the next couple days. So, bottom line is
Travis Wade, man, Travis T. Wadesters. All I'm saying, I can't.
He's one of the coolest guys. He's one of the coolest guys on the planet. And
his dimples are life. Let's be real.
Really? He's one of the coolest guys on the planet, and one of these days we have to get. I know he knows about the show, so definitely knows about the show. So one of these days we'll have to get him on here. But
you know what? I have some connections, and sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but
no, you're good.
My podcast is not going to be as probably. It's actually not even my podcast. I am a co-host. Me and my friend Josie we're actually doing our own podcast. It's not going to start. We're going to try and do one episode, but we've actually already got a couple of interesting guests lined up. And I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. Michelle, do you know who Russ Hamilton is?
Yes, I know who Russ Hamilton is.
Russ and I are really good buddies.
Cool.
And he has already agreed to be on my podcast.
Nice.
But I could see, I can shoot him a message and see if maybe he'd be interested.
It's a crossover. Absolutely. That's what, you know what, to me, that's what the Supernatural family is all about. You know? We're going to be, and I can talk about this, it's pretty much we just need, a tentative date. Mitch Kosterman and those guys are coming on the show. They're going to talk about they're going to talk about the SPN documentary. Those are just some of the things that we have been planning all summer. So it's like we've been busy. So and just certain things that have been going on. And here's the thing. This person wasn't left out of the loop. So why this all occurred, I don't get, and I don't understand it.
Jealousy.
Yeah, and you know what? And like I said, too, I just can't. You know what? You're absolutely right about that.
You would be amazed, and I'm sorry again to interrupt, but
no.
One word, that one feeling can be is literally
something else is happening back there.
Apparently something is happening back there.
Guys, I need to be saved.
We need to
that one word is responsible for, I guarantee you, 75% of cyberbullying.
And what worries me, and I was actually in tears about this on Saturday, and let me tell you, Mark Shepard, amazing man. I wish we could get him on here, but I know he's...
I know.
I started getting upset in his meet and greet because we were talking about bullies and stuff, and I was actually crying, and I'm trying not to cry right now. But when all this was going on, he said the best thing to do is not engage, and that's the true story. But being an ex-police officer, that's also hard for me. So, because I want to know what I did wrong, what happened, and I was trying to, and this was all going on during Saturday.
Yeah, this was the whole thing. All of this was happening on Friday and Saturday.
And
all the stuff we were getting.
And it wouldn't stop, and I was trying to block this person, but I mean, I can imagine how bad it is with us. I was like in tears, and I still get that way sometimes because I was like,
Jennifer, I want to squeeze you right now.
Aw, I was ready to leave the fandom. I was saying maybe it's
Me too.
I want to allow it. Honestly,
maybe it's best if I just leave the fandom. And
that's what I was gonna do. I even told Jen. I was crying. The minute I saw that, I showed it to Jen, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm seeing here. I was telling my friend, I'm like bawling my eyes out. I'm like, I don't get it. The sad part is, I was friends with this person for over a decade. I would have never. It just took me out of like left field.
You're gonna hurt me again. Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
I actually have a friend who would be a good one to come on the show. She was just texting me asking me if she could possibly come on.
Sure.
She's a convent. I don't know if you want to try to bring her in now, but she's a convent, and she's also dealt with a lot of bullying and a lot of stuff going on too. Yeah. Do you want me to ask her?
Yeah.
Can I just say something real quick?
Yeah.
Let me give her the link.
So Jennifer, I have known each other for almost 2 years. And Michelle, this is the very first time that we're meeting, and I say it's a fucking pleasure.
Same.
I don't take too kindly to bullies at all.
I'm
sorry, I don't know what is going on with my hair. I feel like I look like. Can people see us?
Yes.
Oh.
That's okay. My hair is a stringy mess. Who's up?
Anyway, so all I'm gonna say is, I'm a protective person. I'm protective, sometimes overly so, of people that I care about, and a lot of the times, I don't want to say I'm the farthest thing from a bully, but if I come across a bully and I find out that someone is bullying one of my friends or a family member, I don't want to say that I go to a place that's like everything's shut off, because it's not true. But I'm not a confrontational person. I hate confrontation.
See, I used to be. I'm no longer. I'm a protective, but I was a protective person. But yeah, if somebody did something to one of my friends, I would be. In the past, I would be the one that would say something. Now, nope.
No, see, that part of me is never going to change. How it's changed is I used to do it publicly. Sometimes I will still do it publicly, depending on the circumstances. But a lot of the times now, I asked Jennifer, there was a situation where someone that I'm very good friends with was saying some not very nice things about her. And it was in a Periscope, and I actually ended the Periscope. And I don't want to say a reprimand, but I spoke with this person, and I used my not very nice voice. Hi, Rachel. How you doing, baby?
Oh, there's Rachel.
Hi, Rachel.
Anyway, let me just.
All right, hold on. Let me close up the other link. I'm getting feedback. Okay, there we go.
I dealt with the situation, and I want to say that I handled it very well. I mean, I have been known to go off on people. There was one situation where I actually got into a physical fist fight with someone. And it did not end well for either one of us. But I mean, there are just some things that are unavoidable. Some situations where I'm never the first to throw the first punch. That's not me. Like I said, I'm not a confrontational person. If someone brings that side out of me, well, I mean, hey, shit happens. I mean, Rachel was there in New Jersey when that whole thing went down with that girl that wanted to do stuff. And
yeah, I was.
If you ask Rachel or Jennifer, I stood up so quick and I was ready to box with this chick. Like she wasn't saying hurtful things. She was threatening.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah. There's a difference. There's a difference. And I will say this about what happened over this past weekend. For the first time, words and things normally don't hurt me.
Yeah, words.
Or words don't. This, for the first time, and after learning certain things, for the first time, I will say this, and after crying and thinking about it, first time I ever got a little scared of a person.
I still am.
And to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I am too. That's the first.
That bothers me. Like I've never met you personally, but that bothers me.
Mm-hmm.
I do not appreciate people scaring friends.
Ashley, you saw how shaky I was on Saturday, and that's why I even lost it in Mark's meet and greet because this was going on.
That's what scared me.
That's what people describe me as. I am a mama bear.
Me too. I was telling this to Travis, I'm known as a mother hen. I said, I'm neutral. And I've said this, period. I said, I'm a neutral person. I said, when I'm on, social media, you can tell I crack jokes. I have smiles. I'm trying to be a happy person. If you guys look at my Facebook page, it's pretty much happy-go-lucky, good things, funky things.
Yeah.
That is how I roll.
Well, words can hurt you anyway, even if it doesn't hurt you emotionally. It could hurt your reputation.
Words
hurt
so much. That whole shit where sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
That's
Words hurt just as much as punches.
Yeah, and I was literally legit shaking in Mark's meet and greet. I was sitting right next to him. I was legit shaking and crying in his meet and greet, and I've never done that in front of the actors, never. And I never react like that to words normally or things that I'm reading, but this unnerved me so much, and after seeing everything and then putting the full picture together, it just, my blood ran cold. I got really scared. And normally, I'm just coming out of a bout of depression. For people who don't know, I suffered from it. So I will say that's why Attitudes in Reverse means a whole lot to me. The Keep the Fight, Always Keep Fighting campaign is a huge thing for me because, and Jennifer knows this, I've talked about this on air. Had it not been for my cousin Jackie or Jared's first campaign, I don't know if I honestly would be here. That's how bad it was. When you are little, and I literally left my job and everything, and I had for a number of years because I was so down and everything that I was literally paralyzed. I was just, I could not figure out why I felt so bad. And it wasn't until I talked to my cousin and she realized it and recognized it and then went to the doctors and stuff. And Jared's campaign, the first campaign that he did, was out at the same time. And she was like, hey, I think you're suffering from depression. You need to talk to this person. Did. Went to the doctors literally like probably a week or so later. Boom. So I am, I'm a huge supporter of Always Keep Fighting, Attitudes in Reverse, To Love with Right in Their Arms. I'm huge supporters of those organizations, period.
So I've been battling depression since I was 9 years old. I'm 34 now. I'm still battling it.
Mm-hmm.
And this past month has been nothing but difficult. My mom's been in and out of the hospital. My aunt just died last week. And it's just been like, I just don't want to do anything. So I know how you feel.
Yeah.
And I'm still dealing with, I'm 34 years old. I'm dealing with stuff that I dealt with in middle school and high school still.
Yeah, and that's just it too. And I'm like, when that happened, I literally said, and when I literally said this, and I'm a published author. So when I was, and the whole thing is, I have good things coming up with that. So I'm like, I literally said in the note when I was talking to this person, I'm like, you know what? I'm in finally a good place. I'm doing what I should be doing mentally. Getting the help that I need. I'm feeling good. I'm taking baby steps. Everything is going really well. I have a lot of good things going on. why? Yeah, I don't get it, you know. And I just this is and I literally kept saying it's childish high school behavior. I'm 44 years old. I mean, this is come on. I mean, this is like high school stuff.
This girl put me in a depression. If it wasn't for the convention, I don't know what because this girl put me in such a mood this week, and I was literally not myself, right, Ashley? I was like, you saw how I was.
You were definitely you were up, and I don't think I'm the only one that picked up on it.
I was a wreck, and for me to start shaking the way I did in front of Mark, I was like, I was trying to look away from him, like I didn't want him to see me the way I was. I was like, I'm sorry.
No one deserves that. And
ladies, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
And you gotta go.
It's 9 o'clock.
Sorry, Ashley. Rachel could.
It's okay. You know what?
Rachel's being here.
This has been a wonderful experience, and I really hate to sign off myself, but I do have to go. Thank you, everybody, for listening to me and what I had to say, and I'm sorry that I talked too much.
No, you did it. We had fun.
But I am off. I will see everyone later. Jennifer, text me. Michelle, you have my Twitter and my Facebook now, so go ahead and talk to me anytime.
I will.
Baby, text me. You know I love you.
I love you, Ashley.
And guys, follow me on Twitter. Anybody that's watching or listening right now, follow me on Twitter. It's Ashley_Proctor. That's Procter, not OR.
I know. Sorry, Ashley.
It's all good. And tune in like maybe an hour and a half. I will be sure to tweet before I do it, but I am off to go get ready for that Periscope where we'll be in the wherever haunted place that we're going.
Yeah.
We're going to try and contact some spirits. So hopefully see you soon. All right? So all of you, always keep fighting. Stay strong. If you ever need someone to talk to, you can always reach out to me, and I will always listen.
We love you, Ashley.
We love you. You have fun, honey.
It's been a pleasure. Love you.
You too. Love you.
I love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Have a good night, honey.
Bye.
We gotta watch the Periscope, you guys.
Okay. But
so this is my friend. I said, so this is my friend Rachel.
This is Rachel. Hello, Rachel.
Hello.
She's with us in Jacksonville.
Nice.
Yep. I was sitting there watching the podcast for like the first 40 minutes, and I'm trying to figure out how to get in contact with you because I had so much to chime in on. And I'm sitting there getting frustrated, going, I'm texting Jen, I'm commenting on the YouTube, and I'm like...
But you were commenting sweet. Were there other people commenting?
No. There was only a total of 3 people, me included, watching. The other 2 left. So... I don't even know if there's anybody.
Friday nights are kind of we do this on Fridays, and it's kind of rough doing it on Fridays.
Everybody's out.
Everybody's out. But people catch the replay. If you look at the other ones, people tend to catch the replays. It's all good.
I think you'd catch more people.
A TV show on Fridays.
Well, I think you guys would catch more people if you made it more interactive, where you had somewhere where people can actually comment and chime in and actually get there.
I thought we did when they do it on YouTube. I'll have to figure this out. I'll have to figure this all out.
Yeah, because I was commenting, because I know when, like, I talked to Chad on the Tom Green show, like, he was going, let's get comments from YouTube. So I started commenting on the YouTube channel.
Because usually we could see that. I guess we can't. So I'm bummed.
What I'm in, I can't. The only thing I see is you and then the picture in the corner. That's it.
You know what I'll do? You know what I'll do, you guys? I will do the Google invite. So people can do the chat next time, and for the whole chat.
Yeah. And
we'll ask people who do who have Google Plus too, and we'll start being more interactive. That's I'm still kind of figuring all this out. So
because I had so much to chime in on the con food and provisions and all that. Because I'm going to VanCon. VanCon's my 20th convention. I know what I'm talking about.
What do you do for con food?
They had suggested it. You can go to a store and get non-perishables, or you can get a fridge from the hotel. We usually say, well, we have medication that needs to be refrigerated. Mm-hmm. You can get a free fridge out of there. Most hotels offer a free fridge if you just ask for it.
Yeah, they do.
If they don't, and you can bring a cooler, You bring a cooler, you put ice in it, you can have your milk, you can have your cold cuts, you can have your cheese, you can have, you know, the stuff that needs to be cool. You just got to make sure that you have like 10 minutes out of the day to dump the water and put new ice in. Make sure your food is in containers where, like, when the ice does melt, the water's not going in there and ruining your food.
Exactly.
But I've learned that it's a lot cheaper to bring your own food and alcohol and drinks to con than buying at the hotels or, you know, at the convention centers.
That's awesome. So you've been to 20 cons?
VanCon will be number 20. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I started in 2008.
Wow.
So, yeah, I've been to a lot, and then I'm going to New Jersey because it's an hour from my house, hour and a half from my house, and then I'm going to Jax, and then Vegas. You're
going to Vegas?
I got my ticket back. I sold it this year to do San Francisco before Jeffrey Dean Morgan signed on, and I was kicking myself because I couldn't afford the day. I couldn't even afford to fly to Vegas for the day. I was so pissed. So I was hoping he would be added to VanCon, and as of right now, nope. So I'm hoping.
Yeah, it looks like because he's filming The Good Wife. That's why.
The man needs to stop doing so many shows.
I know.
Well, Jacksonville's in January, and it's still during most hiatuses because there's like a Christmas break, and they don't usually start filming again until mid to late January.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping maybe Jacksonville, or maybe he'll come back to Vegas again.
I'm hoping. That's what my thought is too. I'm like, I hope if they can do anything for Jeffrey Dean Morgan, they can bring him to JaxCon or Vegas.
I just because once. I want to meet him once.
Me too. I'm such a huge fan. Now, I was talking to another person today. You know, I would fangirl huge over Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Like,
I probably would too.
I think, I was telling Jen, I think I was telling Exio. I was telling her today, I said, we were talking about cons and everything and photos, and I said, I got, the photo, I only got J2 for now, for my photo ops.
Yeah.
And I said, for JaxCon. And I said, and Jared. I actually got a couple of Jared. I got a couple for Jared. But I said, I haven't gotten Jensen's yet, because the first Jensen's was sold out. But I'm sure that they'll add more. But,
well, they don't usually add more of the solos. They only add one of the duos. Jared and Jensen aren't sold out yet, as far as I look for JaxCon.
Really? They were at first, so you know what? I may go back and get a Jensen one.
It might have been a glitch, because the last time I went back...
Yeah, I wonder if it was. Remember I was telling you they were sold out for Jensen?
Autographs are sold out, not the photo.
That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so... Okay, I know the Jared photo ops wasn't, because I got two. And I may go back and get a third. Jensen usually solo usually sells out first. Yeah, I know. Just to tag everybody, as you know, people know I'm a Sam girl. I'm a Jared Padalecki chick for life.
I'm a Jared girl, but Jensen is a real almost float
He's a close. Yes, that's how I feel too. Now I don't like people. I don't want everybody to think. First of all, I don't mention Jensen a lot. Trust me, people know I love Jensen Ackles. I think he's talented. He's gorgeous.
For me, I think it's more the interaction I have with Jared. Like Jared and I've met Jared before I met Jensen at the first two cons I went, because Jensen wasn't there.
Right.
In Florida that weren't Creation Con. They were Icons, and just Supernatural Icon conventions. And I met him first, and then as I kept meeting him, he came up with his own nickname for me and everything, and we just had this rapport going. And I mean, Jensen's amazing. He's sweet,
Yeah.
And then, but there's just they're literally like this. Jared's here and Jensen's right. It's so close. So close.
Right. And I was telling somebody, I said I don't want people to think I don't like Jensen. It's not true. I said there's Jared. I mean, everybody knows I say Jensen. And then there's Jared.
This whole not to get back to the bullying, but can I show you guys a photo op? This has to do with the photo op.
Yes.
So 1 second. I gotta get it.
But yeah, so I don't want it to be like I don't like Johnson. I said I'm just a little, maybe because it's the whole he's gorgeous thing. I don't know, but I'm a little like intimidated and a little nervous.
Don't be. The funny thing is, if you go up to them, like the first time I ever met Jared, he didn't even know who I was, and he was already standing out there with his arms open, waiting for a hug.
Really?
Yeah. He's so down to earth. So is Jensen. They're good Texas boys.
Oh, they're so. Look at, jeez, he's huge.
I know.
So huge, like his whole, it's like that's like the biggest thing. They're so lovely, JT.
So like the other day I posted this on Twitter and somebody says, "Oh, hey world, here is something." Wait, how did it go? It said, "Here, hey world, here is a example of a Cockles DCL thing." I'm like, how is that? How is this shipping?
I'm so. You know what? Here's the thing. People.
How is that shipping?
It's not. Here's the
It's
thing.
all three of them.
Can I just say something before we go any further about shipping? People, I don't care who you ship. Destiel, Wincest, what have you. I have no problems with that.
Just don't bring it.
Yeah, but the only thing is, I have an issue when you start bringing the actors into it. That happened last weekend with Misha. And I think they tried it with Jensen as well, from what I understand too. Unacceptable. Leave the actors out of it if you're going to do that.
Are you talking about that note, that horrible note?
Yes.
Oh my God, Rachel, did you hear about this?
No, what?
Somebody actually wrote a note, and I guess it was to Jensen too. I didn't know that. Yeah. But somebody actually wrote a note. What did it say? Like, I hate you or something?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even remember what it said. And, you know, I don't, like, I saw it on a retweet. And,
yeah.
Because the retweets were coming up my timeline.
I don't get it.
And then they had him sign it, and then they bragged about it going, oh, I guess Misha doesn't pay attention to what he signs. Sure he does. Of course he does.
He's been a good sport.
You think he didn't see that? I mean, oh man, people just need to leave them alone. I don't know what all this hate stuff is about. I just don't.
What it is about. And then, you know, all summer with, you know, people, you know, hating Jared because of Destiel. Yeah, I only heard about this stuff. You know, I'm kind of like, I will say this. You know, I've been a fan of Supernatural since the 5th season, and then I've gone back and watched the earlier episodes. You know, I'm a diehard fan, but I didn't know so much about the fandom, I say, until I think I met you guys. You know, and kind of learned in, you know, talking to Lynn, Zavernus, you know, and I'm still kind of learning the ins and outs of it. Like I said, I'm neutral. I don't have a problem in the world. Ship who you want to ship, you know, but, you know, leave the actors out of it. They have a job to do. They have bills to pay. They have children. They have wives, spouses, girlfriends, you know. Leave them out of it, you know. Don't do anything like that to, I mean, all of them are good sports about stuff. Just don't put an agenda on it.
Yeah.
You know, because what that does is that ends up hurting everybody else in the long run.
And when somebody said that about my photo op, I was like, I asked for the My Two Dads pose, which I didn't realize that was
Claire, right.
I didn't realize that was a shipping thing. It was a Claire thing.
It's
and the television show My Two Dads. Right. And Jared actually laughed when I said it, and he was like, "Yeah, we can do that. It's basically a bear hug. That's what I wanted."
That's what I'm gonna say. It's a huge bear hug. If you've seen My Two Dads, that's the thing. And they did it the same thing with the picture with Claire and Misha even did the Photoshop with it all together. Does anybody remember that? I think I even have that favorited somewhere. I thought it was a script.
And that's what, like, I guess that's where that came from. And I was just like, whoa, wait a minute. I wasn't shipping anything. What? I was like, I don't even ship anything. Not that, I mean, I'm not against shipping at all. What people want to do is fine, but I don't do it personally, but that doesn't mean I think it's wrong, but
I don't either.
when they were making fun of my photo, again, that was an online bully thing. And guys, that's just got to stop, you know?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I took it down, and I haven't shared any photos since then, you know?
That's
I mean,
when I do photo ops, I'm shipping them with me, okay? Not going to be shipping them with her.
there you go.
I'm still trying to figure out what props I'm trying to figure out what props I'm gonna use because I have two, and maybe I may get a third photo op for Jared.
I want to show you something else.
I'm thinking tutu with Jared. I'm really, and you know, you guys, if you have any ideas, let me know. Just message me or talk to me.
Yeah.
I love this guy. What is he doing with my flute, though? This was all Gabriel.
So cute. I was gonna say, is that Gabriel?
That's
so cute. He's precious.
What is he doing with my flute, though? That was hilarious.
The flute.
Travis.
Aww.
I can't wait to meet him in Jersey.
I cannot wait to meet him in JaxCon.
No, I just hope all the bullying goes away for him because he does not deserve any of it.
He doesn't, and you know, after talking with him, doesn't.
He's the sweetest person. He's so sweet.
See, the funny thing is, I try to stay out of so much drama that I didn't know that anybody was bullying Travis or like sending him messages until like 3 days after it happened. And apparently I felt lost. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why they're talking to him like this. What's the point? If you don't like him, just stay away from him. Like, you know, you don't need to say hateful things.
I mean, let's see. Oh my gosh. That is like the best picture ever.
That's nice to be with you. With thing one
so
and
two.
I don't know. Oh my god.
It's so fabulous.
I'm trying to find the one of my favorite ones. Here we go.
I still may do a pizza box.
Mark held drumsticks for me.
That is awesome.
He held drumsticks for me. I wasn't expecting him to.
See, Mark is pretty cool. I mean, if you ask him nicely and respectfully, it's going to be a picture.
Because I heard he doesn't like props. So I heard that he doesn't like props.
No, but if he knows you, you can kind of get in there.
Well, I also think because it was drumsticks, you know?
Right, because he plays the drums.
Yeah, drumsticks probably, like, that's different. But Osric used to play the drums, too. So he did that for me. I brought my flute to the convention to use as a prop,
you guys, speaking of that, you know, Ostrich has a new shirt for Represent.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
I saw his little video yesterday. Oh, the bromance. I call him the bromance, Kings of Con.
I know.
That's such a great picture of all three of them. I dig Matt's hair.
And me too.
I like it that length. Matt
and you know,
that's
again, not to get back to the bullying thing, but somebody on Twitter said to Richard one time, "Hey, not many people like the
remember
that? Yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah, people were picking on Richard Spade about
his beard.
About his beard.
First of all, the beards are in now. That's a look now. And second of all, who is it their decision to say what the actors should do? You know?
Exactly.
Me personally, I don't like when the boys have their hiatus beards just because I don't think it looks right on them. Like, I mean, they can do it. That's my personal opinion. I like the scruff and I like clean shaven, but when they have the beards, especially Jared, I don't know, it just doesn't.
Well, I will say I loved it. I started to love, you know, when they're hiatus beards. Jensen looks equal. I will say Jensen started to get toward the end a little bit. Nothing against Jason Mans, but Jason has that thick beard right now.
Awesome.
And Jason's awesome. But he has a thick beard, and I'm like, he's kind of like, I saw paparazzi photos of him when he was studying for directing. Yeah, and I'm like, and I had to turn off like at first. That was Jensen? I thought it was Jason Mans. Because he looks so much like Jason in these pictures. I'm like, with the beanie, I'm like, I think he looks a lot like Jason Mans. I didn't recognize Jensen, but then and I'm like, then Jared's beard was starting to get just. I love the beards on them, but it started to get so with Jared. It was really starting to get really thick, and he's tall and he's got the hair, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's time that it's a trim or something, or.
But I want to see the pretty. I don't want to see the hair.
Yeah.
The pretty.
And thank the Lord. Now I'm being shallow about Jared's hair, the pat of hair. I will say this: thank God there are layers in his hair. I will say it.
I miss season 1 Sam hair. I love season 1 Sam hair.
Yeah, it was cool. But I love that there's layers in it now, and it's back like season 8 hair. That's like the best Jared hair.
I would love to see him go back to that, like the season 1 Sam hair, just to see what he would look like now, because his face has changed so much.
I don't know if it would look good.
See, I watched season 1 and I'm like,
yeah. I don't know if it would look good because he's changed. Like his face has changed.
Oh, you know who's looking good? Colin Ford.
Oh my God, I know. He's become like a Jared clone.
Have you seen him in Under the Dome?
Yup.
Yeah, he's a little skinny right now, but he's like Jared. I bet you in like 2-3 years he's
gonna be bald. Look at Jared. Look at that. Look at the hair. He's so pretty. I just can't wait to get all the hugs, all the Pata hugs, all the Ackles hugs, the Collins hugs.
He loved. I was wearing a T-shirt that said "Judge me by my size, do you?" And he loved it because it was a Star Wars reference from Yoda. And he goes, "I love the Star Wars reference," and I'm like, "Thanks, somebody finally got that." I'm like, "Yeah."
He's a Star Wars dude.
Oh, can you see this?
I love Star Wars so much.
Can you see that?
Oh, I love that picture, Rachel.
I love that.
That's from VanCon 2 years ago.
What is Jensen laughing?
Yeah, I know. I said, Jensen, pretend you're laughing your ass off, and I'm like, Jared, do the butt thing you do in the gag reel videos. And he's like, okay, why? And I was like, because I'm gonna grab your ass. And he starts laughing. He turns around, sticks his butt out, and he goes, okay. Because he knew I wouldn't actually grab his ass. He knows I'm respectful. So when I got the picture and I showed it to him, Jared, all you could hear in the autograph line was him laughing hysterical.
Really?
Yes, that big, hearty. He's like, that came out great. Everybody in line was laughing as I was doing it. It was good. And I was actually going like this, too, in the photo op room. Chris, the photographer, was like, oh, my God.
I love his stuff. I can't wait to meet him, too.
He's amazing.
That's such a great photo of Mark. Mark is so lovely. I love how Mark. Did you guys see the nerd headquarters with Zach Levi's chat on at San Diego Comic-Con?
I haven't seen any San Diego Comic-Con stuff yet.
Well, you guys, if you have not, you guys, or whenever you get a chance for this year's, I highly suggest you do. I was covering it for Talk Nerdy with us. I wasn't there, but I was looking at a lot of the coverage, and one of the things, one of the best combos was the Zach Levi's panel that he has every year, and it was Jensen, Jared, and Mark. Misha was not there. He had to leave, unfortunately. But Mark, to say, say what you will about Mark, I think Mark is sassy. I think he's funny, hysterical. And he was in this panel also. But his love for the fandom, he truly gets it. And what he said in his love for the fandom was something that really touched me. I got teary-eyed listening to him talk about his love of the Supernatural fandom and how he was literally a fan of the show prior to him getting on the show.
Yeah.
And what he is literally, he's a doll. You know.
We need to get him on here.
I wish we could. I wish we
know.
could. If there was a way that we could, I would sit there. I would talk to him about Doctor Who. I would talk to him about Leverage. Man has had such a storied career, and for him to still, after all this time, still have a love of acting and have such a love of this fandom and what it means to him, and to love his coworkers and to have still fun at this job, just it just speaks volumes about him to me. He's such a great guy. They all are. They, for all the things that they do. I don't like when they get hate. Somebody was talking about Michele the other day. I'm like, this is a man. When you give hate, everybody wants you to think about something. Michele has done so much for this fandom and so many things for other people. This is a man who him and his organization have literally built homes for people, who did not have it, who couldn't do it. He's done so many things. He gives pizza and he gives coffee to people that are waiting in line at San Diego Comic-Cons and at cons. This is a truly cool guy.
Yeah, he doesn't have to do any of that.
He doesn't have to do that.
He could send money, not even go down there. He could just send money to,
I was going to say, he can just, he doesn't have to.
You know what? Screw you guys. You want to wait in line? That's up to you.
Yeah, it's like, he can say, okay, good, have fun. I don't need to be here. I don't have to do this. And I hope it never comes to that.
Yeah.
I don't think that it will, because I don't think that that's what Michele is all about. But that's what I said too. The Supernatural family, like Ashley had said earlier, Supernatural family is truly a family. We've seen that with the Always Keep Fighting campaign. We've seen it, with Random Acts. Look at what Ann did in Random Acts did for Jared at the Comic-Con. Now, if that isn't a true testament of what the Supernatural family is all about, that lovely gesture by Anne spoke volumes. We have people buying shirts for other people every single campaign.
So this is really, my opinion is, now the Supernatural family is awesome, guys. This is what the family's about, not this petty bullying crap, okay? Like, the Supernatural family helps people. They go to Haiti, they build houses, they do, that's what we do. We help people. We don't, so all these bullies, it's like Travis said to me, kill the hate with kindness, and he's right, he's absolutely right, because eventually they'll all go away, and they need to just, stop this.
And speaking of him, too.
What they're trying to do is they're trying to tear the family apart, and, it's like, I was ready to leave last week, and I was ready to say, screw it all, I'm done. But you know what? I love the family too much, and I know that my friends will, stick by me. But that's what the bullies want.
You don't let a few morons ruin your good time.
I know, and
I almost left too.
But that's what they want, and that's why, I'm sticking with it. And if people hear anything about me, then they could come to me directly and ask me about it.
Yeah.
I feel like the bullies want to split this family apart, and I think that, who knows? I don't know. I don't want to say I don't know who it is, but it's just I'm just saying it's ridiculous because we are such a tight family, and I think maybe some people are just jealous of that. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
And I always say with that too, Jen, if people were more like themselves, and you said too, here's another example. Travis, I'm going to touch upon it on my interview that I did, and I can say this to give everybody a sneak peek. His organization, he's working with the organization Truth. They are sending a girl to New Jersey Con, all expenses paid. They've helped so far 15 people. you know, to go to cons who can't afford to go. You know, farm the animals, another thing. You know, these are things that Travis doesn't have to do. And these are actually organizations that he's been he's been aligned with before Supernatural. But what he saw in the Supernatural family was a way that he saw how loving they were, and he thought that this was a great way to help them, and help them be a part of something greater, So, yeah, with the whole bullying thing, I almost left the fandom too last weekend, and I just, people who know me will know me, If you don't want to
slowly off screen.
Hmm?
I said, I know you're slowly moving off screen. You got to move this way.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. I was like, people who know me, and I'm like, I know you're moving off screen.
I was like, huh? Sorry, I was kind of serious. But people who know me know how I am. If you want to get to know me, you can get to know me. If you don't, that's okay too, But the people who know me know who I am and how I am. I was always the entire weekend, this past week, kind of questioning, maybe I am that person, maybe I'm not that, maybe I don't mean to be, but maybe I was giving that person off a different vibe. The answer was, from everybody I knew, no, you were not. That was that person. So, it is.
I was going to say, I've gotten hate from other fans because of the rapport I was telling you with certain cast members.
Yep.
And
yeah.
I was like, no, I don't have their phone numbers or email addresses. I talk to them at cons like you do sometimes. Now with Periscope and stuff, you can interact with them more.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they know who I am. But just because, I have this rapport and they may take an extra couple seconds with me just to catch up, or they may stop me in the hall or something, don't be hating on me because I know how to act like an adult and not a crazy fan.
Yeah, and here's the thing, and, I talk with celebrities all the time. If you are yourself and you are true to yourself and you are acting like yourself, remember that they're people too. Chances are they're gonna treat you like you're treating them.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be very, they're gonna be very cool. They're gonna be cool with you, and and you can have a rapport with them. Now, there's other fan members. There's other cast members now that I'm starting to get to know. So it's like, and they've been totally cool. So it's like, all I can say is be yourself. I'm always, fascinated with their process and how it works and things like that. But at the end of the day, when you're in creative, whether you write or you act or produce or whatever, and I kind of get where they're coming from to an extent with it, the only difference between what they do and what everyone does for their whatever job that they do is that it's much more, you get criticized on a more grander scale.
Yeah.
I get criticized, when I have a book out, it's like all bets are off, but you know what, that's what happens, and then you just deal with it, and it is what it is, that's what you sign up for. Same thing with acting. You put your passion in a project. You do the best that you can with what you have, material that you have, and you put yourself out there. People don't like it, they don't like it, but you've done the best that you can with it.
And sometimes the haters, I've been finding, can actually make you better. Especially when it comes to like acting and stuff, because they say no, any press is good press.
Yeah.
And if you're getting chatter from haters, you're still going to be one, especially with Twitter now. If your name's on there, you're going to be trending. So, like, say I'm hating on Jen, and I'm putting in her name like all over Twitter, going, "Oh, I don't like this girl. She's too pretty. I don't know what the hell's going on." Like, and you're just doing that,
and then you put in a hat unless you say
like, well, why are you hating on her? She's really nice, and all this other stuff. And then, like, say she wanted to start up her saxophone career. Hey, somebody might spot her because you hated her, and then the people who liked her are now
jumping in.
So
or unless they
Not to interrupt, but that actually happened to me today. I was playing saxophone on Periscope, and there were some haters in there, which I didn't notice them until after, like, I rewatched my scope to hear how I sounded and stuff, and I didn't notice them until after the scope, and I saw all these people standing up for me in the middle of my scope, and I was like, oh my God, that's awesome. And so I blocked.
I would have stuck up for you too, but I was kind of closing.
You what?
I said I would have stood up for you too, but I was just listening to you. I wasn't watching. Like
yeah,
the,
okay. Well, no,
I didn't watch it yet.
I almost fell asleep because it was so soothing, and I'm just.
Well, I mean, like I didn't notice them until after I rewatched my scope because I wasn't looking at the chat, and then like all these people were like standing up for me, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. And like so, I ended up going back and blocking those people because you could block them in the replays. So.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's good to know. I'm still learning I'm still learning Periscope. So one of these days I'll get back on it. But yeah, I mean that's all about the haters and stuff and the bullies. The only thing that I can say is don't engage them. Just try to ignore them and hopefully, eventually, they'll move on.
Sometimes if you ignore them, they just keep pushing harder. And if you don't engage, they'll try to engage your friends.
Well,
yeah, that's what we're afraid of. That's what Jen and I are afraid of with this one. We're honest.
And they were doing it while I was in the meet and greet. Like my phone was buzzing and I was ignoring it, but it was like. Because I blocked the phone number, blocked the Facebook, and then my emails were buzzing, and I was like, "Oh my God, what is going on? What is happening here?" Wow. And like I was just a wreck on Saturday. I really was because I had no way to block my email. I didn't know how. So.
I think there is a way to block it.
Apple email. I don't know how, but I mean, I'll try.
Mark it as spam too, and it goes to spam.
Yeah, but I didn't want to do that during the meet and greet because that would have been rude to be on my phone,
Right.
But that's what was happening, and I was really quiet during most of the meet and greet until they started talking about like the bullies and the or maybe I brought up the bullies. I can't even remember, but they were talking about all these people.
Yeah.
I can't even remember. I barely remember that part of it, but like I was like. And then I was worried about talking too much, so I stopped talking because I was like, what if people hate me because I talk too much? I don't want to do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
the first Jared meet and greet I did, he came in and everybody said hi, and then no one talked. So I was like, screw this. I started asking questions. And him and I were talking back and forth. I stopped, waited, no one said anything. So I kept talking to Jared. I'm like, I spent $300 for this goddamn thing. I'm not going to sit here and just stare at it.
I'm seriously, now, this is my next question to you guys, because I was told about these meet and greets by Jen.
They're awesome.
And somebody else, too. I think I'm going to try for one.
Okay, try for one. They're fun.
Yeah, I'm going to try for, of course I'm going to try for Jared's, of course.
Together.
They're doing cheaper than normal, so you have a pretty good shot at getting one for a decent price.
Okay.
Let's get one together, Michelle.
Yes! Oh my gosh! Jen. Yes, let's try it. Let's try that.
Rachel's going to Jack's, so she.
I know. I'm psyched. She's
going. It depends on how much money I have. I don't even have my plane ticket for Vancouver yet, so I need to figure out what.
I know. I told my mom asked me about if I got the ticket for Jack's. I'm like, no. I said I get them at the last minute because, especially a month before or a couple weeks before, because I said. Chances are they'll have an excellent deal and you can just grab it.
I'm leaving in less than 3 weeks, so I'm waiting for the Sky, because I have Delta, so I'm waiting for the Sky Miles to go down again.
Yeah.
And then they have my ticket for free. So, because
that's what I do for Southwest. I go on Southwest, and the minute I see you can get this for a certain amount of miles. I'm like, boom.
Ooh, I lost you. Hold on.
But that's what I do. I've done Delta too, but
Yeah, I have their Sky Miles, American Express Sky Miles. I have 26,000 miles, and there was one flight that was 25,000 miles, but it was like the flights. I didn't like the flights. I didn't like how late they got in. So I'm waiting, and hopefully on Monday or Tuesday, because I leave in less than 3 weeks. So if not, I'll just have to find the lowest fare and actually pay money. But then I'll have enough miles to fly to Jacksonville and probably Vegas for free anyway. But those are cheaper flights because they're in the States.
right.
But, this is a tip for anybody watching on replay. If you can get some sort of Sky Miles card, if you're flying, like a credit card, you're going to be buying the tickets anyway. You're buying gas anyway. You're paying a phone bill anyway. Get it, and it'll save you money on flights, so you can use that money for other stuff.
Exactly, you guys. I was a huge Bon Jovi fan, and I still am. But one of the things, and I used to go to live concerts, and one of the things that I learned too is I got it's a U.S. Air now, American Airlines card. I have one and I don't have one for Southwest, but you can collect mileage for them. So, but I have I can't tell you how many miles for American Airlines and Southwest over the years, because I also do when I was doing book conventions and book signings, I use that. So if you guys can that's another good tip. Anybody who travels a lot, if you can do that and collect points and miles and stuff, the stuff that you can get with that's all good stuff. You can get flights for free, discounted stuff. Comes in handy. That's a good point.
Ooh, I found the chat.
What?
I said, I think I found the chat room.
Oh.
You did?
On the side, on the thing.
Yes, it's in blue. Yes.
That's what I was trying to tell her to go into earlier, and then I just invited her into the video.
I gotta get to the chat, so.
But yeah. That's the chat room. But
There's somebody named Nick Carter in there.
That's me.
That's her.
Okay.
That's what I love Nick Carter. That's me.
Oh, okay. I said hi, Nick. Oops.
If it was Nick Carter, I would be squealing like a little girl.
I'd be like this.
That was funny.
I love Nick Carter. He's still a babe.
Love him.
Me too.
He's a sweetheart too.
He seems so lovely. He seems the whole Backstreet Boy.
Before he was a Backstreet Boy, when he was 12, before he was a Backstreet Boy, I saw him in Disney World. Yeah, I've loved him for more than half my life.
Adorable.
Oh, you guys, look at this face right now. Look at this.
She's beat. Normally, girlfriend is she's
barking.
Going a mile, barking or going a mile a minute. She has been quiet this whole time.
My nieces and nephews are here right now from Italy, and they've been roughhousing with her a lot, so she's tired.
She's like, forget this show.
Yeah, she's
no
tired.
more. I'm going to sleep.
I know. She's like, nah.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Is there anything else we have to talk about?
I don't think so. Okay. We gotta talk about what are we gonna do for the next show.
Oh, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? I would love. Can you hear me?
Twitter on Van.
Wait, you guys froze.
Oh.
What did you say?
I said maybe we should have Rachel on and talk about VanCon.
There you go.
Oh, come on. Oh, if I'm not working. Oh, you guys do this on Friday, don't you?
Yeah.
Next Friday, I'm working until 10:30.
Do you have any advice, for the photo ops? Do you have any?
If you want to do a pose, you have to remember they're going to be playing music very loudly in the photo room.
Oh, they do?
So you're going to have to speak very loudly. And quickly to get your idea in. Because if you spend more than 10 seconds talking to them, the creation people get all pissed off. Chris doesn't care. The boys don't care, but the creation people start to push you out. So keep your back toward Chris, because he won't snap a picture of your back. You tell, say, Jared, yeah, I would like if you can just lay down on the floor and I'll pretend to stab you and we'll make it look really cool. If you can get whatever your idea is out as fast as you can, the guys will do it. All the actors will do it. With Jared, Jensen, Misha, usually pretty rushed because of the big three, but Fridays and Saturdays people, usually their lines are not as long, they're not as rushed, and you can usually do a lot more in them. I found once they get to know you, like Jared and Jensen know me, usually I can get what I need to get. Like, if they're up for it, Jared has asked me a few times going, okay, so what pose are we doing today? Because he knows I don't do normal shit.
I've heard that. I've heard him say to people, "What pose are we doing today?" Or what are we doing?
That's funny.
Yeah.
I just do hugs with them because I don't usually do props, but I really wanted to do drumsticks with Mark, so.
Yeah, but I mean, if you do the podcast on Saturday instead of
we
Friday,
can do it on a Saturday.
Because I only work until 5:30 on Saturday, so I'll be home at night.
Yeah. Yours on Saturday too.
Yeah, I mean, we can do it on a Saturday. That when she comes back from JaxCon. And I always wanted to do one where we're watching an episode and we're talking about the episode as we're watching it.
Oh, like a live commentary?
Like a live commentary.
The problem with me on that is when I watch it the first time, I need silence. I want to see everything. And then when I go back and watch it the second time, me and my friend Lauren will usually go, I didn't like this, or what was going on there, and that the second time. Watching it live, I don't know. I've never actually, me and Lauren will sit in silence, and we'll watch the episode, and then the commercial will come on and be like, did that really just happen? Unless you mean doing it and then during commercial breaks, talking about it.
We could do that. I'm thinking, I don't know. I wanted to do one that an episode, maybe a past episode that everybody likes, and then do one that everybody hates. Bitten or Bloodlines.
Bugs,
that too. Yeah, those are my top three. Bitten, Bugs, and freaking Bloodlines. Don't get me started on. That's universally hated.
I love what
Jensen hates that crap. And I saw
there's a mafia thing going on in Chicago. How did the boys not know that there were monster groups?
I know.
I love that in DC Con was like, wait a minute, what episode? That doesn't exist. He was so funny.
Jensen was so funny with that. I was looking at the con stuff on the video. I was dying, and then seeing Jared's expression, Jared did this great big old eye roll. He's like, oh my god, don't let me.
Yeah, I'm sitting there going, come to Long Island and shoot a show. Just
why don't we come? I'm like, come to New York State and shoot a show.
Where do you live?
I live in Schenectady, Albany area.
Wow, I'm out on Long Island. I'm on the North Shore.
Hey, so I'm like, yes. So it's like, dudes, come to New York.
It's like, yeah, man, we're on the Canadian border. You just got to drive down a little bit.
I was gonna say, you just have to drive. Come down.
Well, I mean, they're on the West Coast, so it might be.
Yeah, they are. It would be a little difficult. They would need to fly, but.
You have to find an Impala.
Yeah, there's the Impala. It would be.
I'm pretty sure someone would donate driving their Impala over here too.
I know. Yeah, I'm excited. I will say I'm excited too about the baby episode.
Me too. That's kind of like the TARDIS one in Doctor Who.
Yes.
There's a baby episode. Wait, what?
Yeah, there's going to be this season, Rachel. There's going to be a baby episode.
Yeah, about the car.
I usually stay away from spoilers. That's why I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah. About the car. I'm so excited.
Yeah,
it's going to be from her point of view.
From the car's point of view.
Yeah, kind of like the TARDIS one. Like TARDIS episode.
I thought you meant an actual baby. I'm like, okay.
No, it's about babies. I can't wait. I'm like, finally, we see baby's point of view. And I thought, you know what? I don't think this is going to go down the way Dean thinks it's going to go down. I think baby's going to be dissing him left and right.
Baby's going to be a boy.
The baby's a girl. I think didn't they say baby's a girl? But we don't. Hey, but we don't know the voice yet.
Because Baby's a girl, but watch, Baby will be a boy and throw.
That would be epic. Oh
I don't
my
know.
god.
Voice though, I keep picturing it like the car won't talk or anything, but like I keep thinking like we gotta show shots from like at different angles or something. I don't know.
They are, but I thought I have to look at the interviews because somebody else said that too, and that's cool too.
Because they already did the Knight Rider thing with Sam.
Yeah, with Sam. That was great.
That's really uncomfortable. Ow.
That was great. And then I'm looking forward to. They cast it on Mara, by the way, everybody, for Supernatural News. Jared's latest campaign sold over 30,000 shirts, 33, I think.
I bought one.
I bought one too. This time out. So yeah, so that's what's going on in the Supernatural family. The con season has fully begun. The boys are back in production on the show. Yeah, we got a little bit of a tidbit too. You know, Cass is still in attack mode. I guess too. That's what he was saying. Misha said at Comic-Con that, oh, she's awake.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, okay.
Sort of.
Oh, Mom.
I'm kind of one of the ones that is over the whole Angel storyline.
Are ya?
At one point, it just got so boring.
Not me.
Like, I'm done. I mean, nothing against Misha.
Yeah.
But most of my friends are going, now they're just making shit up.
Well, you know what? This is my thing.
Forecast where he's actually protective and not off in his own little crap thing.
My thing, I don't hate the Angels. I love the Angels.
I'm just bored.
But my thing is, like, what are they? He went from being total badass to
a wimp.
This, you know, and I know he lost his powers and there's this whole evolutionary thing that's going on with him, and that's fine. But last year, besides the whole Claire thing, I mean, I get it in theory that he had a separate storyline, but they need to, if you're going to use Cass, you know, that's great, but put him and make it universal. Make the storyline, you know, if you're going to have separate storylines, that's fine, but make it so that it eventually will blend in to what the boys are doing, because the boys now, for the first time in a long time, hallelujah, are going to be together to fight the darkness.
Finally, I'm tired of that circle. Don't ever lie to me again. Okay, I won't. I lied. I found out you lied, and now we hate each other, and now
I was thinking that.
We're enemies instead of actually fighting the actual enemy. I was getting so tired of that circle.
Yeah. I love it. I'm just excited about season 11.
I've never been so, and you know, I love the show. Yeah, there's certain episodes I don't like. We've talked about that. I overall love the show. You know, there's going to be things that we all like and don't like about it, but I will say I have never been so excited about a season or a show than this one, because
I'm excited for season 11 too, Jen. I'm just like, but I'm tired of that same. It's been 5 seasons. There's the same cycle. So now they're actually going to be working together like they're supposed to be. And the rumors of them bringing back Michael and Lucifer, if they do that, they better bring back Adam.
They said here, Jim Michaels has said no. He will not bring back Adam.
Guess who's going to be complaining to Jim Michaels at VanCon this year again?
Is Jim Michaels even going to VanCon?
Yes. He goes to VanCon every year.
But he said he wasn't invited.
No. They come like they always.
But they go anyway, right?
They come anyway. Yes, they come and they mingle with everybody.
Somebody put a bug in Jim Michaels' ear. I mean, not that, you know.
No, because no. If you think about it, if they release those two, the cage is open, so Adam gets out. But I know Adam's going to be destroyed. But maybe Adam is Lucifer's like right-hand man.
I agree with you. So, I do think that. I think when we talked about the season finale on the show, we even said and predicted Lucifer was coming back, because I'm like, that undid the cage. And then Mark Pellegrino or somebody let it slip that Lucifer was coming back.
And that's not. Yeah, I think he did. But I mean, Jen knows that I'm so Team Adam because I'm so pissed that they left him behind. They didn't even try to go get him. Like,
I know.
I'm like, you're saving perfect strangers, but he's half blood, and plus I love Jay Gable. I think he's an amazing actor. So
He is.
He's the perfect third brother because he was like the mix of both of
I
them.
love what Sam Smith said though in Vegas. She was like, Adam who? And then Jeremy D. Morgan's like, and then Jensen was like, Adam who? I was like, bah.
I have to take my baby girl outside.
Yeah, we're done. I'm sorry, everybody.
No, don't be sorry. I just have to. My poor dog's like, Mommy.
Go.
I gotta go to bed too. I have to be up at 7:30 in the morning. I gotta.
Yeah.
This was a great podcast.
It was a great podcast. See, this is what we do. We have a good time.
Well, I need to after today because my aunt's wake was today. So
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I needed a little something, so this was good.
And everybody can reach me on Bed of Roses 2001 on Twitter. That's where you guys can find me. Jen, where can they find you quickly for social media? FruitSacks08 on Twitter. I decided to keep it. I was going to get rid of it, but I'm going to keep it. So. Yeah. And then Rachel, where can they find you? BSB and SPN fan. All right. Okay, everybody. We will be back probably in a couple of weeks because we're going to have Rachel back on and we're going to talk Van Con and we're going to talk about season 11. Maybe we'll have even more juice for you. So have a good night. See you soon. Bye. Bye.